Hi, my name is Catherine and I'm a Post-Harvest Extension Officer for Citrus Research International. I'm based in Nelspruit and I'm responsible for the northern citrus packhouses. Today we're going to be showing you how to measure and manage your chlorine. First, whenever we're working with chemicals, it's important that we wear the proper safety gear. So it's a good idea to wear gloves when working at the chlorine bath. Chlorine, in the form of calcium hypochlorite, often abbreviated to Cal-Hypo, is the most common and best form of chlorine we use in the packhouses. It's affordable, it's readily available, and it is very effective if managed correctly. It's important that you use a registered food-grade chlorine, not swimming pool or industrial chlorine. These other types of chlorine have additives that are not suitable for food washing. In order to be sure that the chlorine is effective and working well and is able to sanitize microbes in the water, you need to manage 4 things. Firstly, you need to manage the cleanliness of the water. No sanitizing agent can work in a dirty solution, so it's important that you have filters and grids and that you keep the solution as clean as you can. A grid and filter are very important to remove leaves, twigs, and other organic matter. A filter on your system can be backwashed to remove some of the finer sand particles. The leaves must be collected and removed as often as possible. Secondly, we need to manage the pH. Chlorine has a range where it's effective. This is between pH 6.5 and 7.5. So if you can manage the pH as close as possible to 7, you will have good sanitizing ability in your bath. Thirdly, we need to manage the concentration. This is both free and total chlorine concentration. And finally, we need to check and manage the ORP, which is the oxidation reduction potential of the solution. To test the pH, use a calibrated portable pH meter. Switch it on and make sure that the setting is set to pH if there are multiple measurements available. Place the probe into the water, making sure that the electrodes are submerged. Wait until the meter is finished reading and then record that value. If you cannot get the pH meter into the bath, you can use a clean jug to scoop up or collect some of the solution and then use that to measure the pH in a location that is easily accessible or safe. To measure the concentration, the easiest way to do that is to use test strips. You get ones for total chlorine and free chlorine. With dry hands, take out one strip of your test paper, dip it quickly into the bath, and then line it up with the color chart on the tube. This will give you an immediate indication of the concentration of the chlorine. Do the same thing with strips for free chlorine. It is very important that we measure the free chlorine so we know the chlorine is available in order to kill the microbes in the water. Total chlorine only gives us an indication of the chlorine that has been added to the bath, but not all the chlorine that is available to actually do a sanitation job. The final measurement is to measure the ORP. This is oxidation reduction potential and is a useful tool to tell if the water is clean enough and if there is enough chlorine available. Switching your meter on, make sure that the setting is on millivolts to measure the ORP. Hold it in your solution or use a jug if you need to get a reading. Ideally, you want the reading to be 800 millivolts or above. This is an indication that the water is clean and being able to sanitize. In sophisticated dosing systems, ORP can also be used as a measurement of the chlorine concentration. It is important that you monitor and manage the chlorine bath throughout the day. The easiest way to do this is to have a sophisticated dosing system and acid pump. This way, you remove some of the human error and you can be confident that your chlorine bath is always being managed correctly within the correct parameters. Remember, it is very important that you must always measure to manage in order to have good quality, clean export fruit. If you need any help, please don't hesitate to contact your area extension manager or one of the post-harvest extension officers. Thank you for watching.